Suave Rich Money, you know what time it is, and if you don't, then get to know. Right now we're going to be talking about Halo Campaign Evolved. It's a remake, basically, of the first Halo game that came out in 2001, which was Halo Combat Evolved. And then they made the Halo anniversary in 2011. But right now, we're talking about the one that's on PS5 at the moment, and obviously Xbox, because Halo's an Xbox game, which is Halo Campaign Evolved, or Halo CE, as people call it. Now, the rating I'll give it is a 7 out of 10. I'll talk about the goods and the bads. So one good thing is, obviously, this is basically like a teaser, a taster. So the designs that they've done on the characters are really good. Some of the levels are pretty good. It feels like Halo when you drive the Warhog, or when you see the enemies. Like when you look back at the old graphics and then you look at this one and you're playing a game, you feel like you're playing Halo. With like other old games, you don't normally, like different company of different games, when they bring out a new game or they remake a game, it doesn't feel like the same game anymore. When I'm playing Halo and I'm playing it on PlayStation, it still feels like I'm playing Halo. Like the start menu, they use the original one. The interface that they have at the beginning to go through the menu and change things is easy to use and easy to operate. So that's one thing that they should keep. They've added more enemies. And when I mean more enemies, I don't mean new enemies. I just mean more of the same ones on the mission. Because obviously this game was made in 2001, so it would have been a long time ago, and now they're able to create more things and stuff. So that's what gives it the 7. The graphics, the way the game feels when you're actually playing it. Yeah. And them adding new enemies and stuff in the campaign to make it the way it is. That is a good solid 7, because I feel like I'm playing a Halo game. That's what you're paying for. Obviously, if you're new to Halo, it will be a different experience. I played Halo from the very beginning, so it's not a new experience for me. I know what I'm paying for. And the price. I'm from the UK, so it was like, yeah, I'm from the UK, so it was like $49.99, 50, 60, and then I think the deluxe was $69.99. I got the deluxe because you got a 5-day early pass, so that was a good thing that they did. And then you get a bunch of armors to be able to wear for the game while you're playing it 5 days early, and then after, when it officially is out. Now let's talk about the bad side. The number one bad side, I would say the biggest disappointment, was the bonus missions. The bonus missions was the biggest disappointment out of it all. There's a few reasons why. One, the protagonist that they made, that woman, like they made her a weird character. Like she was against the actual main character, which was Master Chief. She had a problem with him or whatever. Very weird. Then she was doing all this bravery just to not make it in the end. It was like a shit fest. All the levels, you mainly felt like you were stuck inside a ship and you were doing little missions inside of a content space. So at the beginning you're outside, then you're doing missions in a content space and all of this and that. And I thought to myself, the storyline could have been better. They could have done a better job. They couldn't, way better job. They could have made it way better than it is. And the characters were just pointless. There was just no point to them. It was just a waste of space. And to be honest, another reason what indicates it for it to be a waste of space is that if that's what they've sacrificed multiplayer for, it's not worth it. Because the old Halo had multiplayer where you could verse people online, where it was called the combat. Now it's called campaign. They're focusing on the campaign, which I understand that. So the new thing, if they ever bring out something new in the future, it has to be great. So there could be a new rating on this, but at the moment, it's a 7. And what I believe is if you're going to bring out a game, you need to bring everything out, all the major stuff that you want out at the start. Getting rid of the online was a bad idea because that's what keeps people playing the game after they've completed the game. Basically. Another bad thing is in some of the missions, some of the lines that the characters are saying, they've taken out some of the lines or some of the things that made you feel like it was a good moment. And they've taken out quite a lot of cutscenes. So one of them was the mission when you first see the bridge, and then there's the 2 elites. There's the 2 or 3 elites near the machine that you have to press the button to make the platform, not a lift, the platform. And that was like the first time Master Chief has seen that technology. So the fact that was the first time, they got rid of that cutscene. So you tap the button, you run back to the Warhog and then you drive off. But before it was like a big scene. Another one is when you do the mission where you start with a sniper at night. And then you get to the point when you first see one of the enemy ships and it has the lift, the elevator thing that's like floating. Once you've killed all the enemies there used to be a cutscene when everyone used to fly up. Now, once you kill everyone, it's like you're just standing there and it's confusing until you go up there. You're jumping a bunch of times, wondering what's going on, and then you eventually go up there. Yeah, so I feel like them cutting those bits out, they should have kept them. Because not only does it make the game run more smoothly, because it takes you from one bit to the next, but also you're keeping it original. Because it's not completely original if things have changed that made the game like, wow, I can't believe this. Because remember, the people that are playing this Halo now, this is their first experience thinking it's going to be the same as the game from 25 years ago. But it's not. It is, but it's not when it comes to being almost identical. Another thing is, the worst of them all is the crashes, the glitches, the crashes, or when you finish a mission and the screen goes black, or you're in the middle of a mission, someone's thrown a bunch of grenades, the screen is lagging, and then it stops, and then you've got to close the game and open the game. Now that is hell. So that is one major thing they need to fix ASAP. And they've already announced that Halo 2 and 3 is going to be coming out. So hopefully in Halo 2, which was originally my favorite Halo, that they bring the multiplayer aspect to it. Hopefully multiplayer comes, and hopefully it's on PlayStation. Hopefully it's on PlayStation as well. Because Gears of War did that. They did the whole one thing on PlayStation and everything's exclusive on Xbox, taking a piss. So I don't want it to be a full-time demo, because that's basically what this Halo is. The Halo's good, but it's basically like, it feels like the ultimate demo you can get until the proper games come out. Am I happy with my purchase? Yes, 150%. Was it worth the money that I paid? Yes, because it was what I was looking forward to. The bonus missions, no. They should have swapped that and put online, put like versus mode or whatever in there. They shouldn't have put these weird bonus missions that had real no meaning to it. Where they're making a black character and showing a relationship between Master Chief and Johnson. It's kind of pointless. And then having the protagonist, the woman that dies in the end anyway. that's always whispering rubbish to you as you're doing the mission. Yeah, basically. And yeah, they could have kept the designs of some of the characters the same. They changed that as well, especially with the military. Yeah, but other than that, it's a solid 7 out of 10. The only way it could end up being a 10 out of 10, or even anything that's a 9, the game has to have multiplayer, or has to have another mode outside of these damn dumb bonus missions. Like, that's the only way Halo's gonna get better. And one thing I realized is when you're riding the Warhog, when you're pressing a button to change seats, it automatically glitches you to the next seat. But when you play Halo 5, which is an old Halo, and you press the same button, you'll see Master Chief flip back into the different seats with the animation. But it's like they was lazy with this game and decided to just make him cut out and then just disappear and appear in the other seat, which that's another thing they should fix. An old game shouldn't be doing things better than a game that's come out just now. So yeah, little details mean big things when we've already had that experience. So yeah, 7 out of 10. Hope you have a good day. And if you never played Halo, I would recommend you giving it a try, because the standard version is cheaper than the normal prices for video games, and you'll get a similar experience or some sort of experience of how it felt when people first played Halo back in the day. Plus, if you love a shooting game, yeah, I would recommend playing it on Heroic or Legendary if you're someone that really is a shooter on shooting games. Just play it on Legendary. That's me. Like, I'll play it on Legendary straight. Yeah, they've added more skulls. That was a good thing. Getting the skulls was back how it usually was. I remember back in the day where people didn't even know what the skulls was. So nowadays, like, the skull collecting thing is a must in the game, because you can't even get all the achievements for the game without having all the skulls in the first place. But I hope you have a good day. And that was my review on Halo Campaign Evolved. And if you're not having a good day, I hope you have a better day. Please hit the like button, and please hit the subscribe button if you're new. Peace. I'm out.